Yes. No. Hi. Imagine being forced to flee your home, and those are the only 3 words you know in your new language. Imagine that fear of stepping into the darkness of the unknown, not knowing, where will I go to school? What will I do? Where will I live? What kind of food will I eat? And will those 3 words be enough for me to make friends and belong in my new community? That was the situation for 16-year-old Cedra when she came to Tucson, Arizona with her family in 2016. They had been forced to flee their home in Syria due to violence. They were classified as refugees. And a refugee is someone who's forced to flee their home because of a reasonable fear of persecution for essentially who they are, something they cannot change. Currently in the world, there are about 26 million people that fit that definition. However, only a few thousand of them have the chance to be resettled in the United States this year. My name is Heidi, and I'm the Community Engagement Manager with Lutheran Social Services of the Southwest. Over the past 50 years, we have been stabilizing lives in times of crisis and transition, building foundations for people to thrive, and preserving dignity and respect for our most vulnerable populations in Arizona. It's been my honor over the past 2 years to walk alongside people like Cedra and welcome them into our new community. Before Cedra's family arrived, we found out a couple weeks ahead of time, got them an apartment that would be their new home, and furnished it with donations from the community. We helped them, once they arrived, we helped Cedra's mom find the first job that she'd had in 17 years. Their case manager helped them navigate these complicated systems that they had never experienced before, like getting the kids enrolled in school and going to doctor's appointments. And through all of that, there was a community of staff and volunteers ready to help them through this really difficult transition. Over the past 5 years, LSS has provided services like this and so much more to empower over 1,500 refugees in Tucson, like Cedra. And our staff know this work intimately. Our Refugee and Immigration Services team has 9 of our 15 staff that came here as refugees themselves and speak a total of 11 languages. This creates a welcoming place for our people. As soon as they get here, they see someone who looks like them. They see what's possible in their new home. And you can help. As a volunteer, you can mentor a refugee youth like Cedra, helping her reach her goals. For a gift of $200, you can give a former refugee woman a sewing machine so she can stabilize the life of her family. For $3,000, 5 former refugees can get driver's ed training. And for $10,000, 20 former refugees can become certified community interpreters, improving their lives. Okay, shoot.
Great job, Heidi. You hardly looked at your cards. You were really engaging your facial expressions, and you seemed to know what you wanted to say, and you said it. My one thing, did you ever say the full name, Lutheran Social Services?
Just once, just because it's so long, Lutheran Social Services of the Southwest.
I missed it. Not sure how to address that, actually.
I can take a little more time with it.
Yeah, something just that we're fully aware what LSS of SW means. But otherwise, I thought it was great.
Yeah, if it was my preference, I would say don't use the acronym at all.
Okay.
You can leave off the Southwest.
Yeah.
But I think that's a little bit confusing. I thought your delivery was fantastic, and you had a lot of amazing things to say about your organization. I think the part that's missing for me is the need and the drama of the situation that you're talking about, because this person came from something absolutely horrific that no one in this country can even begin to imagine. And I think when you lay the groundwork of the child kind of trying to figure out what's going to happen to them in this new country, what's missing is what they left. And so I would try to find that. I mean, we should be weeping over what her story is, and I didn't feel that. So that's where I would put my focus. Yeah.
I didn't realize I agreed with that. I wrote it somewhere a little differently. But you're really far along, so I'm going to be kind of technical and a little hard on you here. When you start with that yes, no, hi, that's kind of I mean this in a good way, it's a kitschy start, but you got to really sell it.
Yeah.
You can't deliver that the way that you're delivering the rest of it. When you were done with your first card, you stopped and looked down and got yourself, and it was timed as a really good pause. And it was exactly as long as it should be.
Okay.
So make sure that when you do memorize it, you're taking exactly as long as you did to flip your card, kind of recenter yourself and start, because I thought that was really, really good. When she talked about, kind of the backstory, what I had made the note of is it felt a little clinical when you were talking about 23 million and a few thousand. I don't know that the numbers are near as important as the idea that, this is what, a roll of the dice, good chunk of the human experience is for people. And we're only letting a couple thousand in, and this is what we're doing with them. And then the only other thing I thought was, it's clear you were pretty close to the end. Don't go any faster to get there.
Okay.
Figure out a couple sentences to cut, because you're there with the presentation cadence. And I don't want you to try to figure out how to get another 30 words in.
Gotcha.
The 3 minutes, let's just get rid of 30 words, and it'll be great. But good job. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And in case you're curious, Cedra is fluent now in English and is going to Pima Community College full time.